So, good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. And of course, before we go to the main topic of the panel discussion today, I'd like to give you a short introduction about UGREEN. So basically, we as UGREEN, we provided great values to the consumers by delivering the cutting-edge accessories and as well as the innovative electronic devices. So basically, as UGREEN, we already covered more than 70 different categories. And in the consumer segments, we deliver first the chargers, the power banks, cables, hubs and dockings, audios, as well as some creative series for our electronics accessories. But last but not least is the NAS product that we have right now. And we has developed the business, and now we've grown the business globally with more than 3,000 employees, and a quarter of them are dedicated to the R&D, with more than 2,000 patents and around 600 of copyrights. We are leading the way in the 3C accessories industry. So our products are now already available in more than 180 countries, as well as serving more than 200 million users globally. And last year, basically, for us, UGREEN is a very tremendous year as one month. We also achieved here are some of our achievements. And we already have in Amazon and as the bestseller in 6 countries, as well as in the channel business, for example, that we do in Germany. In just the first 6 months, we already captured more than 10% of market share in Germany. With all the broad products categories that we deliver to the market, now it's time that we bring you and we active you into a new era of innovation. So when we talk about the AI-powered innovations, what are these? People may think about, okay, AI cars, AI computers, phones, also nowadays glasses. So when it's transferred to the AI-NAS, what do people really need? Maybe large capacity, data security, easy to use, save more value for money. So that's why with UGREEN, we are providing the full categories from the entry-level DH-Series and then the powerful DXP series, as well as the intelligent IDX-Series. So I would like to highlight the ultra-fast AI-powered storage, the UGREEN AI-NAS. AI enhances our NAS for more intelligence and also more efficient. But actually, what can AI-NAS do? Of course, later on, my colleague will discuss the details in the panel discussion, but I could already give you some hints and inform you that to enable these advanced functions that we developed, such as LLM search, AI chats, as well as intelligent content discovery, we thanks to a very powerful chipset from Intel, the Intel Core Ultra 7. That's why I'm also pleased to announce the very strategic collaboration between UGREEN and Intel, as well as Adobe. So we, together, we build up an ecosystem that we deliver outstanding innovations and technologies to the end users. So now I will give the stage back to Ferry, and then we're going to talk about the panel discussion, the future of intelligent storage. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Yujing. And we're going to begin the panel discussion, the future of intelligent storage now, with 3 speakers. First of whom will be Mr. Gordon Seiden, who is the head of the network and head storage, and this is what NAS stands for, business at Intel. And Intel is, as you see, a strategic partner of UGREEN. Gordon leads global development and strategy of storage solutions for consumers, SMB and enterprise markets, has over 20 years of experience in high-performance computing and infrastructure. And Gordon, that's my seat, you should take that one. Thank you very much. Your job is to oversee the innovation that powers next-generation NAS platforms. So very glad you're here, Mr. Gordon Seiden. Then we have, thank you. Then we have a very much hands-on experience, and this comes from Matt Christensen. Matt has a degree in film production, started his career working on music videos and commercials in Los Angeles. He moved to Hamburg 1 year ago, is now working for Adobe in their Premiere Pro AI/ML team, where he's helping to build text-based editing and new media intelligence search features. So Matt knows what the customer needs, because he thinks like a customer himself, and we're glad to hear his thoughts. Welcome, Matt. And last but not least, we're joined by Mr. Yannis Günther, and Yannis is the NAS Business Development Manager for UGREEN, so he's an expert in our systems. He has been with me on stage last year when we talked about the very, very early steps of AI-NAS, and now we're going to dive into what has become out of that, and this will be done by Yannis Günther. So hello, Yannis.
So, at first, thank you for the warm welcome, Ferry. So, you already mentioned it. Last year, we presented our first NAS devices here on IFA to the European world, which are our IDX-Series, which already had included a lot of AI functions. So now, after exactly 1 year, I'm really happy to say that we're now a well-recognized and also well-accepted brand in the area of NAS. So, and still we have a lot of devices out in the market now. We had a lot of new users, and I like to see the trust in our company and that the feedback on all platforms is still amazing. So that's for me the most important thing. This year we will focus on the new IDX-Series, which will give you open the gate into the new AI-NAS world of UGREEN. So we have integrated what we can have shown on the presentation of Yu Cheng, a large language model, a chatbot, and also some more AI assistants on your NAS locally. So I think every one of us had already used any kind of AI system online. So like researching the internet, summarized texts, name it. So I think all of us I'm using it in my daily life. So all of these chatbots and functions, they go via the internet and searching through the whole internet. So what we give to you now is we have localized this on the NAS, and it's not searching for the whole internet, but it's searching for your personal data. So for example, you're searching for any kind of emails, you're searching for any kind of invoice. Just talk to your NAS like you talk to a human assistant, and you will find it. And if you don't find it, the chatbot will give you the right questions, and you will give him the right answers to find these ones. So I'm really happy that we now open the gate into the AI-NAS world.
Yeah, it's as I know you from last year, Yannis, you dived right into the topic, no need to ask you. I would have a question though, because there might be some people from the previous session that never heard of the word NAS. I just said Warren is the head of network attached storage devices or business at Intel, so NAS stands for network attached storage devices, but maybe you can explain to the audience a little bit more about what is that NAS and what do we do with that?
Sure, Ferry. So, like mentioned, a NAS by definition is a network attached storage. So in super easy words, it's a black box where you save and store your data, and you can have access from the network. And if you want, of course, also from the internet. But in the past years, there have happened so many things that I call on my own a network application server. Because you don't have only access and can store your data there, you have so many software and application functions which help you to really use your data, find your data and everything. So if you want to compare it to something, then it's maybe like a private cloud, but a cloud is always like you have no idea where's your data located. And a NAS is for me like a private safe for your data, because you know where it lies, you can touch your data, you can touch the NAS. It's like your private cloud, own everything by you.
Gordon, you are the head of network attached storage solutions at Intel, and we just heard from Yannis, what is a NAS, what can you do with it, and how can you use it? What is the most exciting thing, the most exciting features for you with that AI-NAS that's coming now?
Well, one of the most exciting shifts in the network attached storage user experience, especially is with the changes with AI. This is bringing the NAS that extra smart data technology. And it basically turns your NAS from a regular storage box in a smart data assistant. So I can talk about 3 things that are really good about it. Is that I would call it as a virtual companion, right? The first one being that it's a virtual assistant. Think of it as, you have a lot of files and you have to spend a lot of time using file names or metadata to search for that files. And a lot of us have tons of photos and videos, right? It's totally a mess. So what you can do is basically talk to the NAS system, and say, for example, read me that video that John talks about the budget this year, right? As you can tell, I'm speaking in my natural language, like I'm speaking to a person, So basically, that is where really the AI comes in and really understands what I'm talking about, and the AI-NAS will fetch me that video. Secondly is that this is going to be also your personal data librarian. A lot of us also, as we go on to many years of collecting our videos and files and documents, it gets really, really messy, right? And we don't organize them, we just leave them, we dump them in there. This is basically using AI to classify people, objects. It can be text, it can be any kind of sentiment as well. And it classifies and organizes these for you so that the ones that you just dump in there, it will be searchable and easy to manage as you come up and search for them. And lastly, most importantly is, I call it also as my data security guard, right? Security is one of the main key items that we really care about today, especially with ransomware and attacks that's happening. So AI is mostly used for a lot of anomaly detection, a lot of weird logins or file access. The AI itself, basically what it does is basically identifies these anomalies and auto lockdowns those files or perform kind of quarantine those files so that it's basically secured. So another thing that we're working with UGREEN, especially on the AI-NAS, is integrating these features, that it's turning this data storage into an intelligent storage.
Okay, so the intelligent storage that I can ask what is where, what did I leave where, how do things look like, and it will react to me and will give me
Yeah,
the
it's
result.
basically handling all these personal data that you store in the NAS, and it understands what you're talking about, and it will respond to you intelligently.
Yeah, I can figure that for content creators, and Matt, you are one of those content creators who worked a lot in editing the commercials, as I introduced you. How excited are you about those AI features, and what's Adobe doing from their side as well?
Yeah, at the Adobe side, we are really excited about media intelligence. It's kind of how we frame this set of features. Earlier this year, we announced for Premiere Pro the ability to analyze all of the video that you import and then search for that, which is a novel thing that AI unlocks that you couldn't do before AI. And if you talk to any editor, they'll tell you they have more footage than they have time in the day, right? And it takes more space than they have space to put in. So when you combine those two things, the NAS is a huge amount of storage for all my video, and now I can use AI to search and find those moments. We're helping editors, we like to say we're helping editors get home to their family sooner at the end of the day. Less time searching for footage and more time doing the edit.
Yeah, so as an editor, I can just go to my Adobe Premiere and then say like, I want all shots where I have I don't know, UGREEN format with me, and it will find them and I can edit them.
That's exactly right. And the powerful thing is you don't have to tag them yourself, or you don't have to use the exact term that the AI used. Maybe you search for a lake, but the AI thought it was a pond. It's all, like Marta mentioned, semantic understanding. And so you can use different terminology to find that shot.
Okay, how would you say will this affect the workflows of people like you, like content creators?
It's just all about speed. If I know I shot that one thing, but I can't find it, it's the difference between I take 30 minutes to find it, or maybe I don't find it and I move on, or I find it in 2 seconds.
And why do content creators prefer something like a NAS device for this?
The thing about the NAS that really makes it sing is it can connect to more than one computer at once. So it's a huge amount of storage, and I can have a team of editors working together with each our own computers, but all seeing the same project and the same medium. That just can't work if we all have a single drive or are working on our own system.
So it's not just for you as a creator to store your media, but it's also collaborating, and then others can search like your media.
The secret that all creators know is that they have editors, they have graphics artists, they have other people working on the content. Even if the channel or whatever looks like it's one person, there's more than one person.
Yeah, but I also know from the creation side of you, record something and then you name it like this is me on IFA, but my editor has a completely different understanding.
Exactly.
What is
For someone who wasn't there on the shoot, now they can find the stuff much faster.
Yeah, okay. So the search feature, I can get it. It's pretty important for content creators. But Yannis, AI-NAS is not only for content creators, it's also for, let's say, normal people. And I consider myself like I'm not a content creator, but I do own a lot of photos, a lot of videos, and I was searching for a solution to kind of go through them, to kind of let AI access them, and I landed on Google Photos. And I wasn't happy with Google Photos data security policy, but that's where UGREEN comes in, no?
Yes. So maybe to quickly jump on that. So if it comes to video editing studios or whatever, so we are a NAS manufacturer, so we are kind of the centralized hub server where everything comes to. So the videographs go outside, make the footage, bring it back to the office, store it on the NAS, and then you can give multiple access to all your video contents or whatever. So we are centralized under the power of Intel, because you need fast power, you need full speed, and with a great workflow together with Adobe, we really have a full solution for every kind of content creator. But now with the new options of AI, of course, every one of us can be small content creator, because it's really easy to create any kind of image, editing any kind of videos. So any one of us is a content creator right now. So what do you need? What is different to the degree? Maybe you don't need multiple access, but you need high capacity, what we can deliver, and of course you need full speed, because if we're talking about 4K video, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 terabytes of footage, so you need to have access to it, and maybe you don't stream it through your NAS or whatever, then you need full speed. We have the hardware, of course, also for the users at home. And with all the AI functions, everything is so much more easy to find and to use. So like I said, if you want to make a transcript of your video, and you can remember, there was once a video, I said this and that, or somebody said this and that, and just talk to your chatbot and first find the video, because there's so many footage maybe on your NAS you can and never find again, and that's maybe possible. So maybe you can use your same video 2 times, because you remember, oh, I have a great video for whatever kind of project. I remember there's that, this and that, and maybe in an overword, you will never find it back again. But with the video transcript, you will searching and chat it to your chatbot, and he will find with you together. So it's for everyone, not only for business, but of course also for all users.
Yeah, we're always talking about the functionalities, about the features of AI, and how it will make the future better, and how it will be more accessible, our content, how we can solve that. But a very important thing that you just said is on the hardware, and that's where you come in. We talked about the features earlier, but most important about your collaboration with UGREEN is the hardware, because you deliver the hardware that lets people access their media on the device and not in the cloud. How do you do that?
Well, one of the most exciting things that we work with UGREEN, brilliant engineers that we work really hard together, is bringing forth that hardware. The IDX-Series that we announced this year features our Intel Core Ultra processor. This is an amazing processor, the Core Ultra 200 series. It features the 16-core CPU. It includes itself an NPU. NPU stands for Neural Processing Unit. And it also includes a GPU, which is Graphics Processing Unit. I think what is really exciting about this, particularly, is the NPU, the Neural Processing Unit. It really mimics like a human brain and neural networks, and it basically does a lot of the image recognition from your photos, and also it brings forth cognitive abilities. Cognitive meaning it learns, it really understands. It actually can be trained as well, and it actually can make decisions for you. And on top of that, language. It understands these natural language that you speak to the devices, and it responds to you. So these are just some of the features that we're working really excitedly, working with UGREEN on this, and we're bringing forth that experience into the UGREEN AI-NAS devices.
And I think we really need to point out that the specialty of the NPU, it's really in the hardware. There's no need to connect this device to the cloud, all happening on the device. So your data is secure, your intelligence is secure, there's no need to talk to them.
Absolutely. I mean, what's happening here is basically you're making these queries, you're talking to the device, you're chatting with the devices, and all of this is actually processed on local hardware. So when you're asking the device to look for these files, to process these files, it's not really going to the cloud. So, your privacy and security is really safe. It's all done on premise. So you have that real peace of mind that you're not worried that your data is being leaked on the web, or it could be somewhere, like you said, Google Photos or something that you're really querying from the cloud.
I think this is really one of the most important features, the locality of the intelligence. So we're very tightly packed. We're already heading for the end. And in the end of such a panel discussion, it's quite common to make an outlook to the future. Matt, what do you think, where will we stand in like 5 years? What will be the most exciting AI features in the future for you?
Well, again, I'm very focused on the video thing, so I'm going to take it in that direction. The thing that's most exciting to me with AI is less about just wholesale generation. That's a really hot topic right now, text to video generation. It's got downsides, it's got questions, legalities, all that kind of stuff. Where I'm excited, coming from the world of video editing, is now that the computer can understand the semantics, this is what's in that shot, that's what's in that shot, this is what was said. There's a potential for the computer to start to suggest shots for you. Hey, I see there's a gap here. What can I put there? It knows what's in all your footage. The next step from that is like automatic assemblies. We don't want to take the human out of the loop, but there's a lot of editors spending a lot of time doing stuff they would rather not do. And that's where I think the AI can start to be your video editing assistant.
Okay, that time I will become a video editor myself. That's possible. Gordon, what's your take?
What I think is that AI is basically, we're working with UGREEN and a lot of these partners, is that AI is becoming smarter and smarter. Like I said in my 3 examples, it's becoming more and more human. It's becoming your librarian, it's becoming your assistant, and it's also becoming your data security guard. So what's happening going to be is that it's going to be more human-like, in a sense that we're training this model, it's becoming smarter and smarter, it's processing a lot more data for you, and it's more predictive, and it's working a lot of these algorithms so that it can perform better for you. What I can say is that with the partnership that we have with UGREEN is that the AI-NAS we're building, the future is actually today. We're bringing that device on board on the IDX AI-NAS series.
And I'm pretty much looking forward to that. The future is now, but Yannis, what will the future be in like years from now? What will you expect from AI-NAS?
Yes, I also think we're just in the super beginning of AI. I think 3 years ago we have our first chatbots and everything. And if I see the improvement in the last 3 years, it's just crazy. So on the one side, we have everything around AI, content creation, whatever. So, and on the other side, we need something to have a control over all that data, to find it, like I said, and to store it, and to just have an overview, because we have tons of new data created. And if you're a private person, then maybe you can think about if you want to use any kind of AI chatbot, what's going through the internet and everything. But at least at the company, I think in future need to more focus on some localized function and some localized solution, because maybe in some company parts you don't want to let them go through the internet and analyze and let trading models train on these data. So you want to have everything on your private devices. So I think in future we will have tons of new created files, and we need super fast and super intelligent solution that it's easy for you to use all these data and not just get lost in that chaos. So I'm happy that we are part of that AI solution together with UGREEN and Intel.
And if you want to see what that means to be a part of that solution, then I can invite you to join UGREEN at that booth in hall 3.2. It's I think over there. We came from over there. Yeah. So 3.2, booth 145, but you will find it. It's right next to the booth of Barbie. So whenever you see pink, you will see UGREEN as well. Just head there and have a look. They have a showcase of the AI-NAS, what you can do with it, and we'll explain anything that you just heard on stage. Smart storage and all locally, all done on your hardware, and thus very, very secure. I would be happy to meet you over there. That's it for our panel discussion, the future of intelligent story. Thank you, Yannis Günther, Matt Christensen, and Gordon Silent. And that's it for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.